Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies. The Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Washington Huskies offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Pocket breaking down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job.
Taking it the other way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. from the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets some yardage and gets down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Schultz. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Santos. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the ground. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose. He's got it down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pulls it in. It's Santos. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Got a man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards later.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Schultz. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the ground with the back. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll try the run. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Looking for a man, it's Schultz. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. first down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Caught over the middle, it's Santos. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. It's Duff. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Duff. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is good! And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man. It's Rockwell. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
At the 45, on his way. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. To the air, it's Schultz. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Schultz. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Rockwell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Jackson. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real head.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location.
Got room on the return. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right?
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw. It's Schultz. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously,
they snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the point after.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes a grab down the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Flames had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong at key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Caught close to the marker. It's Harris. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
That's caught. It's Williams. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Going for it all. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Dave.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box scores, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they